Atlanta, a center of culture and diversity, a place where heritage and society collide. But for the ordinary rider, Atlanta hosts a masterpiece, a 2.54-mile winding trail of asphalt and elevation that shapes Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta.
Won't you come and see what it's like, living by the rules that you write. You ain't know those lavish delights, now you ain't no back in sight. All the little lies you recite just makes all the savage unite. Usually I'm very polite, but I'ma get savage tonight. Even when a dog being nice, every single dog gonna bite. You might think I'm wrong, but I'm right. Just let it get a strong appetite. I'ma let it breathe just a little. Give it to you strong, heavy metal. I don't make a sound when I strike. You better just run for your life.
The fresh smell of the bikes warming up Friday morning marks a new era of the 2019 MotoAmerica season. The first chance to scope out the new competition for several riders. Among those hoping to restate their presence is 2017 Superstock 600 champion Jason Aguilar. Aguilar's rocky 2018 season on board of the ridiculous racing Yamaha R6 prompted him to go privateer for 2019 season.
It's always really important to, get into the first round, get your stuff figured out, get a good pace. It's always the first race of the year for us. This year we had Daytona beforehand, so we kind of got a race to get a little bit of a shakedown, but things didn't quite go our way in Daytona, a couple crashes. Image is really big for us, being a privateer super sport team. We want the bike to look nice, we want the pits to look nice, our setup needs to look nice when it comes to attracting sponsors. And we want to make sure we show Riders Law and Lexan and Honos and Torco and all of our other sponsors that they're getting their money's worth, supporting us. Results are really big, but now companies really want stuff on social media to kind of give their brand a little more exposure. So, like I said, image is everything. So we're really trying to focus and get, a good setup with everything.
Nevertheless, Aguilar still will aim to push for the win in the races. This season's Supersport class is the most competitive it's been in the past 4 years. With the promotion of reigning champion J.D. Beach to the Superbike class, the door was open for Hayden Gillum to take his chance at the crown. But riders like former Superbike racer Bobby Pham, World Supersport runner-up P.J. Jacobson, Superbike champion Josh Hayes, Red Bull Rookies Cup rider Sean Dillon Kelly, and Supersport veterans Richie Escalante, Bryce Prince, and Braden Ort will try to stop him.
It's time for the Supersport race, the MotoAmerica Series. Pham will lead the way. P.J. Jacobson, who's still feeling out that new setup.
Aguilar struggled with his injuries during the weekend, still managing to salvage 7th and 4th place in the races. But the limelight was shared between Pham and Gillum, who each split the weekend's winning, taking one each and setting the pace for the weekend. At the top of the pecking order on the Superstock 1000 class, aiming to defend his 2018 title, is defending champion Andrew Lee. Lee came into 2019 with high hopes on board of his newly formed Franklin Armory Graves Kawasaki ride. As a new team, he hopes to make strides and defend his title.
So coming in this year, it's a new team for me. Last year, the team and I came with the same crew chief, Derek Keys. We got the national championship last year, so obviously we have the target on our back. So the first race weekend this year is very important for Derek and I to show that we're not pushovers. We still have pace, and our program's only improving, especially with Franklin Army and Graves Kawasaki behind me. The team's just so much better than the previous year. So last year we got the #1 plate, so this year we're just going to try to continue our role, and we're working really well, especially on the first weekend. So the vibes are very high, and we're just rolling through the season and pretty happy with how it's all going.
Get after it. Get after it. Light that fire. Get after it. Light that fire. Get after it. Light that fire.
Lee was able to defend his title against fellow racer Michael Gilbert, taking the win and reinstating his dominance in the class. At the very top of this list, however, the most pressure in the series rests on the shoulders of three-time reigning Superbike champ Cameron Beaubier. Like the Supersport class, the Superbike class is seeing its most competitive roster since the beginning of the series in 2015. Beaubier will have to defend his title against former champion Tony Elias, teammate Garrett Gerloff, and fellow riders Josh Herron, JD Beach, Matthew Schultz, Jake Lewis, and Cam Peterson. Despite being the reigning champ, Beaubier still has to prove himself against his rivals.
Yeah, right now I am the reigning Superbike champion, but once you get that taste of victory and that taste of winning a championship, that's all you want. Like, that's all you expect out of yourself is winning. Being one of the fastest guys is obviously important to me. That's what you work hard at home for, that's what you're constantly training for, that's what I feel like everyone in this paddock is pretty competitive. They want the best out of themselves, they want the best out of their team and all that stuff. And at the end of the day, when you can stand on the podium and lift that first place trophy up, all the hard work, it all pays off right there. So
Beaubier had bike issues during practice, which prevented him from competing in Superpole and had him starting in 11th place.
Welcome back to Road Atlanta. The grid is formed after the warm-up lap. Garrett Gerloff on pole position. Race number 1, Superbike is underway, and a great launch from your pole sitter.
And how about JD Beach?
Beaubier down into the final corner. He'll get on the gas, trying to close the gap. With no one in front of him, Cameron Beaubier can do some really impressive lap time. From 11 to the win, Cam Beaubier, race number 1, victorious.
Beaubier was able to fight his way up to the main pack and take the lead after a hard-fought race with Tony Elias. In the end, Beaubier came up in front, reinstating that he is, in fact, on top. next time on American Racing.